Well, I'm Danielle, and
I'm Brian, and we are here from our vineyard.
how did we get here?
Yeah, how did we get here? I was born in Akron, Ohio, and from there I moved around a good amount of my life, and I wound up joining the military right out of high school. I was went to boot camp in Great Lakes for the Navy. Then I was stationed on the USS Wasp in Norfolk, Virginia. And in that time, being in Norfolk, a lot of changes happened. I met my wife, Danielle. I guess you should tell a little bit about her.
Yeah, I was also born. Yeah, I'm Danielle. I am from Martinsville, Virginia, which is about 30 minutes away from where our vineyard is located, which is located in Chatham, Virginia, and that's where we're sitting around right now. On our last day of the 2025 season. Like Brian said, we met in Norfolk. I was a freshman at OD. And I think I literally met Brian like at the end of September.
Yeah.
So
I was a boat boy, in a Crown Vic.
Yeah.
And at the time, I think we met at the Monarch Club.
Yeah.
And, we kind of been rocking ever since we met. Going on 21 years later, So, man, it's been definitely a journey. And then from there, I actually switched over to the Coast Guard because I thought it would be a little bit more family friendly as we were having our first son, Isaiah. But I ended up going right back to another boat. And then I served that time on the boat as Danielle was in school still.
Yeah. So we did about, I think the first 5. Yeah. Five. All right.
And a half.
We'll call it 5. All right, cool. But yeah, so that was spent apart. And basically it was mainly spent apart because I was in school finishing because I wanted to make sure I did that. And then, we had our little ones. Brian was, out doing his thing, supporting the country, serving.
I was deployed on the boat. I was on the USS Wasp. Then from there, I went to a security station in the Florida Keys for about 6-8 months. And then I went right back to another boat in the Coast Guard. This one was now on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And so did that whole thing, and that was definitely tough. But right after that boat is when our life kind of started changing.
Yeah.
I was able to pick my first duty station, which took me to the DC area.
Yep.
Yeah, so
that's how life for real started. I had gotten my first job there. I was working at Williams Adley, minority-owned accounting firm that was in DC. Basically, Brian was able to get transferred there. We had this plan, and that's where we finally were together as a family and started out everything on our journey for real.
Yeah, and then I think were you doing business consulting there?
Yeah, so I started off doing IT audits and did that for about 4 to 5 years. And then after that period, that's when we ended up moving to Seattle, and that's when I ended up started working with EY.
We started working with them, and then I was at Bay Seattle.
Yeah.
Up there, and that's when our life started to change as far as being entrepreneurs.